Paper the Mario. Alright, sorry if bitrate is really bad or it's lagging.
Yeah.
I didn't make OBS. That's just assigned to be really bad. That was at 201 kbps, which in non-nerd terms, bad.
Me?
What are you, an idiot? I cannot play SPM today.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no.
Dude, thanks for the good luck, LC. So welcome. This is the first stream that you've attended. So welcome to the club. Overall, I think the major time save spots are like 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for stopping by. I think the major time save spots for me are gonna be 1, 2, 1, 3, and the entire pit. And 2, 1. My 2, 1 in my pit is really bad. My chapter 1 in my pit is also slower than my chapter 1 for anything else. pit also has the perfect spell to give me the worst prologues I've ever done. Yeah, let's just... Here's open. It's open for good chapter 1. But so far I've already messed up things. I think that's spring. So it isn't looking too good. No, get away from me, I don't want that. Okay, fine. I can do this grind without a slow flower. Slow flower kind of messes up my rhythm. Nope, I think I'm just losing a bunch of stuff. That's fine. What to be? Yeah. Fast flower I can do. Slow flower I cannot do. Slow flower messes up my rhythm. I practiced with the fast flower a lot. I practiced with 1-1 grinds and I got fast flower a lot, so I'm more consistent at it. Also, that shell on the stairs. Name a runner that's more consistent with that than I am. Just can't. I did not save, whatever. We're still ahead. I just want to do it for the extra points. Okay. So why am I completely forgetting where this ladder is? I completely forgot where this ladder is, like I don't get it every run for the coins. Yep, so that's right, my life split. Life split? My tippy is really good today. And I feel like this guy only works when he wants to.
Yeah.
I'm always happy when I get to play SPM. Doesn't matter what category. Could be pit, could be any, could be meatball. I'm just happy when I get to play the game because it's like one of the few things that I enjoy doing. Okay, my life split's blocking out my coin counter, so I can't tell what I'm at. I just looked, we're at 72. That should be enough. Dude. And my PBs for any percent, that is, at least 1, 2 in less than a minute. For pit, I can't tell, because it's fucked up. So thank you for verifying the sub 2 pit. So glad it's finally with the sub 2, but I'm here to improve it. What the heck, dude? I've literally never done that. Okay.
Oh.
The annoying thing about my state curriculum for social studies is that you have 2 full school years dedicated to Texas history. It is so annoying. Why should 1/6 of our social studies education be spent learning about Texas? I get it. Oh, you're from Texas, so you have to care about the history. Dude, I'm just glad to be here. I don't really care that much about Texas history. It's just another thing I have to learn in school. That's pretty much it. At least to me it is. I did not even realize you could do arm manipulation in the pit. That's pretty cool, I think. Like, my thing with the whole Texas history stuff is, it can be cool in certain parts of it, learning about certain parts of the history. And then, a few years ago, when I was doing history unit, our class was making models of the Alamo, which is a famous battleground. Pretty cool. Well, Taz can do anything. Taz can cheat this game very easily. Taz has the ability to just spawn in stuff. And Taz has the ability to get a pit seed where it's all first keys. most of my knowledge of SPM is watching people play this game. Yeah. Most of my knowledge of this game is watching people play it, and mainly just a lot of stuff. There were a few runners that inspired me to start this game. One of them. The others were Castle Zach, or guys, who I was mainly watching before I started running this game, like a few weeks ago. And I think I've already improved a decent bit for only like fully starting to speed on this game for 2 weeks. And it's not 2, it's getting close to a month. It's been a bit. Yeah, it's nice to know that there's people in the community. Some are newer, some are older, and some having some mid-runs. Some have submitted a bunch of runs. Some were somewhere on the leaderboard, some were at the top. And it's just cool that the XP community is extremely supportive. New runners. Oh my gosh, chunks. Chunks. Well, there's 60k. It's a 60k. We found it. Chunks away. Actually, it's very starting to know, because that makes me feel like I'm not alone in the whole beginning SPM, because everyone's been there. And it's just a matter of improving. I don't have to necessarily learn everything on the first day. And if you told me that 2 years ago, I would have laughed at you, because 2 years ago me would have said, no, you have to go for all the tricks in the run, you have to do everything to try to go fast. And you end up losing 2 hours attempting Rainbow Bridge skip. Yeah, something I wish I was able to tell younger me was, you don't have to go for every trick. Another thing I wish I could tell younger me, your attitude about the run is how the run is going to go. If you think it's gonna go badly, then it's gonna go badly. You need to look. Yeah, it's really just fast movement. By movement alone, I could save off an hour, definitely. Probably more than that. Movement alone, I could probably get down to like a 410-ish. With 5.3 standpoint, that's a lot. Yeah, you can 100% speedrun this game without doing major tricks. Heck, my run is, I think the most major trick I do in my speedrun is probably Dottie Skip. Dottie Skip or Tree Skip saves the most time out of the tricks I do. I think both save around 2 minutes. I think Dottie Skip saves just a little bit more. It's not full on standard skip, it's just skipping getting Dottie with a gold bar clip. And I still don't have a run that does what? How is it alive? I still don't have a run submitted that does carry skip, yet I've gotten carry skip multiple times offline. My main concern was definitely the easiest place where you can lose the gold bar. Dang, that's actually like really reassuring, honestly. Yeah, movement does carry a lot, 90%. And you know what else carries 90%? Parry. Parry carries a lot, 90%, in my opinion. Of course. I finally got a copy of TTYD that's coming in a few days. So I'm pretty excited to start playing it. I know that the traditional we are all so good. Most true thing ever. I'm excited to start playing TTYD, but I know it's nothing like SPM. Even though it's the same series, they're two completely different games that were only made a few years ago from each other. Alright, anyways, we gotta do Fractal now. Can I one cycle him? Find out after the break. No, not actually. I'm not monetized, I don't do ads. Yeah. If I had to classify the games, I would say PM64 and TTYD are the OG Paper Mario games. Then you have SPM, which is the first sign of change. Then you have Sticker Star and Color Splash, which are kind of like a major change. And Origami King, I think, is a return form. Sometimes I wonder if SPM is gonna get a remake just like TTY did. I still don't get why people hate Sticker Star. It's not that bad. Sticker Star isn't that bad. You just have to look up a walkthrough every 4 seconds if you want to beat it. Yeah. It would be nice though. It would also be nice if they did the same thing with TTYD remake and made a pipe so they could cut down on the backtracking in Chapter 7. It is awful. You're on a backtracking in Chapter 7. Every level besides 7-1. Well, if you count the return segment 7-1, then every level in Chapter 7 has way too much backtracking. I didn't realize I walked with them. So from... That's a golds. Golds we are severely behind. That's okay. Yeah, Sticker Star, ever since I got a 3DS a few years ago, or I got a 2DS a few years ago, and when I got the 2DS, I got 3 games, as well as there was a game pre-installed. So the 4 games I had were New Super Mario Bros. 2, Mario Kart 7, Tamagotchi Life, and Sticker Star. I didn't really play Sticker Star much, besides the prologue, but I did play the rest of them a lot. I remember the last moments with me before 3DS and Wii U Online got shut down was me just playing some last coin battle games on Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
That was how that ended for me. The Paper Mario series is honestly its own thing. Compared to the rest of the Mario franchise, I can't really find out in the Mario franchise, the main 2D Mario franchise, you can kind of figure out a timeline of how everything goes. Oh, nice goal. Yeah, MK7 Online, I'm beloved. I wonder when they're gonna shut down Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Online. Make the full switch to Mario Kart World being near me. I think Nintendo Switch can take a few years before they start discontinuing the Switch. The Wii took a while to be discontinued. I think the Wii had the longest lifespan of any Nintendo console. But I think the Switch is soon to take it over. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah. Switch 2, in my opinion, is kind of just like, you're paying $100 extra, or $150 extra for relatively the same thing. It can just play new games. It has one new button and the Joy-Cons are slightly bigger. You're basically paying for the same system again. Except, whoa, epic 4K resolution. Like, I don't think the Switch 2 needed to exist. All the Switch 2 games that have been made, I could see 100% being made on the Switch 1. I too like my Nintendo systems. I think the only Nintendo systems I'm missing, if you're gonna count owning one Game Boy as owning a Game Boy, and owning one DS as owning a DS, and one 3DS as owning a 3DS, like just the main franchise of them, then the only ones I'm missing are an N64. The only ones I'm missing is N64 and GBA. Actually, yeah, Bonanza would not be on the Switch 1. I think if you played Bonanza on the Switch 1, it would just crash. it would just crash and crash and crash. It would not be able to boot. But I could definitely see Mario Kart World just being made on Switch 1. Just Mario Kart 8, but change a few things. And no offense to the Mario Kart series, that's kinda what it is. Take the last game, change a few things. And I know the SPM community is also a big Mario Kart World community. Or just a Mario Kart community in general. Mario Kart Wii, mostly. I was never really that much of a Mario Kart fan until Mario Kart 7. Then I started liking it more. Honestly, I agree with you, Elsie.
Yeah.
What the heck? My cat's been in here this entire time? Bro! My cat has been in here the entire time. I just now realized. Yeah. Honestly, I think the Switch 2 good, but overpriced. I think what I'm trying to put into words about the Switch 2, overpriced. Not exactly unnecessary, just completely overpriced. I really don't think that the system... Yeah. I don't think the Switch 2 really needs to be $450 or the games to be $80. Like, it is pretty overpriced. Maybe make the Switch 2 like $375 and the game's $65 or $70, and I think that's pretty fair. I completely agree with the fact. Yeah. I completely agree with the fact that the Switch 2 and Switch 2 games should be slightly more expensive than the Switch 1 and Switch 1 games. They take more power, they're harder to run, and it's more advanced, so it makes sense why it's more expensive. And I'm pretty sure when the Switch 1 launched, it was somewhere around that. I think it was like $350 when it launched. Maybe like $375.
Hi.
Yeah, $70 for Bonanza is low-key, it's awesome. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Bonanza being 70, while the rest of the Switch 2 major games would be 80. And the first Switch 2 games we ever got, the first Switch 2 games they released were just ports of Switch 1 games. And those games were ports of Wii U games sometimes. So we were just porting Wii U games to Switch 2. Basically. Yeah. All I know was the OLED was launched at $350. The Lite was launched at $200, which the Lite was honestly awesome. For someone who would not use TV and would just like a handheld, then I feel like the Switch Lite would be good for them. Yeah. I think most of the consoles had a lower starting. I remember the Switch was especially bad on launch. But I think the only Nintendo console that wasn't a complete failure on launch was the Wii. I wouldn't say complete failure, because some of them didn't perform well. It's just, I think there's bad things that can be said about every Nintendo console. Like, yeah. And I'm still one of those people who gets offended when people say that Mario Maker 3DS, and Mario Maker 2 are all the same game. They are not. 3DS is the worst version, then Wii U, then Switch. Mainly because I say Switch because one, that was the first Switch game that I ever played, back in 2019, and two, it was the first one that I owned in the series. Then I got the Wii U version and the 3DS version. I was at a GameStop, and I think it was Colorado. They have Mario Maker for the Wii U, so I was just like, let's go, and then I bought it. It was like $30, but it was awesome. Because my goal with the Wii U is just to collect the games that I want, which are like Wii Party U, Color Splash, 3D World. Honestly, yeah. I think you do, if you have over 7,000 hours in Mario Maker 1 and 2. Elsie, were you part of Team 0%?
Okay.
Why am I not using the shell? Why am I... whatever, I'm just playing bad today. You were 0%. Okay, turn on the light. My cat looks like really... My cat looks kinda creepy in the dark. Honestly, I could see you doing that. That doesn't really shock me that you're part of 0%. Oh, you've gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Now I gotta do this the hard way. When I was watching that one video about Team 0%, I think the main people that were mentioned were like Cap, Killer Dragon, Yamada, Fritzif, people. Essentially, I'm just trying to do some tricks in the game. I think it was Henry ST. So far, I have not gotten a nice one, which is sad, but honestly to be expected. You can't ask for too much. When I learned that you could use Thunder Rages on 98, I was just happy. That's awesome. That just makes me happy. Seeing how
Me?
the Mario community, like, the Mario in general community, any Mario game to ever exist, has such a big community of top players, and even just casual players. Other than Mario, Mario is one of the most recognizable franchises ever. Because you see red shirt, blue overalls, you're just gonna think, oh, Mario. Like that's just what you do. You think, oh, Super Mario. Because Mario is extremely recognizable. So, there's no shock that there's a giant community around it. Yo! Welcome, Noah. The pit is indeed the bit that we are playing today. You joined just in time to watch the pit. Excuse me, you're about to enter the pit. About to enter the entertaining part of the run. Last chance for a nice storm in pre-pit. Can't ask for too much. I've already gotten that twice, so you can't really ask for that. That's actually awesome to know. I will watch that video. Hold on. That app's been paused for. Oh, I'm gonna have to look back at the VOD. See how long it's been paused. Shoot. Shoot, that's been paused for a while. I'm just gonna let the timer run. I'll say a minute. Or about there. It's about there, I assume. Nice. This is the one thing I don't like about Emulator. Tippy just doesn't work. Send this to Phantom. He will ask me to mail this week. He will ask me to mail on my Wii U. Nobody send this to Phantom. Okay. Gatekeep infos from Fan. Yes. Do not tell fans anything. Oh! Stop! Dude. Yes, #1 rule of SPM. Gatekeep info from Fan. Last time he saw me get good luck on the first 7 rooms, he told me to mail my Wii. Well, I guess that RNG manipulation was actually good. Honestly, I don't like the YouTube top fans thing. It makes me feel like the people watching the stream are being ranked. And I don't like that kind of social hierarchy being shown in a speed gaming stream. I'm not. It's luck I've had and it still wasn't a gold. Four seconds? Wow. Okay. We're getting some task type of stuff. I'm just gonna heal, it's not task. I know, just so you know, the platform book is just a Walmart SPM. Well, my and asked the creator of Platform Book 2 to add a Pinball Hunter Trials into the game. So that the game could have a cool pit. Makes it easier because it's TPV and not SPL. Close to the level up, I'm not gonna need to heal. I'll never need to heal, I'm so close to the level up. I'm never get a good key in this room anyway, so I'm gonna spend it here. Perfect key. I'm gonna get into some science stuff, SPM science with Vanity. So the reason that only sometimes, the reason that only sometimes you can hit Cherbils with Boomer from above is because turbos move in a sinusoidal pattern, meaning that they have a little bit of time where they're high enough to be hit by the hitbox. There's your SPM science of the day. Now you can say you learned something from a video game. It's actually a really good song. There's the outfit. Epic version. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I use the same key for my shake that I do for my change comparison. So if I'm ever trying to get rid of status, and you just see the comparisons changing, you know why. I could use my 6th key, which is my stylish key. 4 and 5. 4 just changes my comparison. 5 and 6, I could spam those. Just don't do anything, but it's also stylish. And also just a shake input. Whoa! So the reason that you might see the key there, enemy despawns, it goes off screen, it deloads, and does not respawn, that's why. I'm pretty sure LC definitely knew that. Oh, there's the key. Wow, 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 look at that time. Slam. Ice Storm. Barely missed gold for that speed. done. Skip the top. I just spent way too long. 31, over a minute. I can't spend that long. Now I gotta hope for good key RNG for the rest of the 30, so I want to stay on pace. I almost stepped on that. That would have been tragic. No, get off. My cat was like laying right by my keyboard, right by the power button. So I thought, oh, that's gonna be really bad. Oh, 36. This, like I said, this is a horrible move to forget about. Whoa! Whoa! First key? Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Uh, 38. What? Whoa. That's been really good on Ragtail. That fire booster thing. It's gonna make Ragtail a lot better. It means I only have to do 5 manual hits. Heal. Not pressure shake use. Dude, I just missed Glim. What a great one to use throw on. Wait, can you even hear the game audio? I just realized. Can you hear the game audio? Nice. Good to know. It's a good way to get your points up, so that's what I was kind of saying there. I keep getting status. Too close to that guy. He's on the pipe? Bro, the pig do the spin. Pig doing spins. See, this is why I'm making it much further. I think I might have a run that dies in the mid-50s, early 60s. Maybe gets to room 70, but I highly doubt it. I spent 1 minute per room. Magic Wands. First Magic Wands. Magic Wands have arrived. Five. It's just a little difficult. If you have quick attacks in this game, you could try go for it. You could create a map. Super Strikers. Danger room. Shoot. Flag right there. 73! 73! Oh wow, I kinda got it. I kinda got super good. Awesome. Wow. Whoa! Remember. Yeah, I'm just not dealing with those guys. Might be the smartest use for Thunder Rage ever. He-Man? Papa. Frick, 88. I forgot 88 comes before 89. Nice. Alright, we're about to get a heck ton of points here. You ready? Really good spawn. 1 in 30! That was good! That was so awesome! That was... wow! Wow! That was awesome! Where was my coin counter at? 289! You don't say, man. You don't say. I'll take the mystery gift. Why not? We'll gamble. We'll gamble. We'll gamble. We can just legalize gambling. Alright, 90s. We're in the home stretch. We're almost done. We're almost out of the pit. But unless you're PM, you will never understand how good that key was. Yo! Bro, my luck! Bro, my... Just so lucky. I'm getting so lucky. What the heck, man? I guess I don't need a shooting star. I said I don't need a shooting star. Now you just hit me with the bad luck. You. Comes the good luck, streak has to end with a crappy 98. Alright, get me out of here. In the Vanity 485 history. You're awesome. Using the wrong items accidentally. Shoot, I never changed character. Oh, heck. Please give me an attacking item. It's an ice storm. Top 150 dreams are gone, but that's alright. Dang it. I just gotta do it the old-fashioned. Old-timey. 3, 4, shoot. 6, 7, 8, 9, and Shagwang. He's gone. Alright, 151-13. Wow. Or no, 151. My math was wrong. 151-23. Even further wrong with that. 151-33? Was I really off by that much? Well, I was just off on my math. Wow. $151.43. What the freak? Whatever. I don't even care. PB. I'm so done with this game. I can't do math correctly. Whatever. G freaking G. I'm done. I'm done for today. No more. Thanks for popping by. See you next time.